Mike Williams just got traded to the Steelers. Let's talk about it. I got a lot of different opinions on this one. First, just it's good that we got a receiver in the building for at least depth purposes, and Mike Williams is competent because for a minute there, like earlier today, I was seeing some reports that Steelers and the Panthers were worlds apart on an Adam Thielen trade. And then obviously talks, it seemed like we're dying down over the last week and a half between the Steelers and the Jets for Mike Williams because Alan Lazard was being put on IR. So for a minute there, I didn't even know if a deal was going to get done. When I woke up this morning, I was like, man, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get a trade here, to be honest with you, because if you look back at all these weeks through the regular season, going to the offseason, basically ever since we traded away Deontay Johnson to the Panthers, and we've had this interest in trading for a receiver, we still have yet to get that receiver. So it doesn't matter about the speculation, how many rumors, and what the buzz is. At the end of the day, we still haven't traded for a receiver. There's been multiple names that have been brought up, and we've been in serious consideration for, but at the end of the day, we still haven't got the receiver. So why would I be surprised on Tuesday, November 5th at the 4 p.m. deadline that we end up not trading for a receiver? So that's kind of like what my vibe was earlier today. I was just like, I don't know if we're going to get a receiver. And I wouldn't be happy about that because I think we at least need a competent receiver in here in case of injury. We need someone for depth, at least, bare minimum. And if you go back to the big board, I felt like the top 5 names were legit. Courtland Sutton, Thielen, Slayton, Jacoby Myers. And the last name on that list, he just made the cut, was Mike Williams. So he qualifies. He qualifies as a competent receiver, as a guy that if he could reach his upside, if he could reach some sort of ceiling in this offense, he's an upgrade over what we got in Calvin Austin and Van Jefferson. But the floor, just coming in here day one, he at least provides depth. He provides insurance in case of a Pickens injury or something. Knock on wood. So I like the move. But what it took to get him, a 5th-round pick. It's the details of the trade. It was a 5th-round pick, which I think is fine. It's fair. Late-round pick, it's whatever, especially since we have 2 5th-round picks. Now we only have 1, but in a way, yeah, this is kind of like we're getting Mike Williams for free because we're still going to be able to pick in the 5th round. We're giving up 1 5th rounder. I don't know if it's going to be the higher one, the lower one. I don't really think it matters, but I think this is fair compensation. The thing that bums me out, though, is that DeAndre Hopkins, the dude that just got traded a couple weeks ago to the Kansas City Chiefs, also got traded for a 5th-round pick. So I think it's fair to ask ourselves, if we were just a little bit sooner, if we were just a little bit more aggressive, couldn't we have just gotten DeAndre Hopkins for the exact same price? I'd kind of rather have DeAndre Hopkins than Mike Williams. I'm sorry. Like, Mike Williams, quality player, good player. I get it. He's not DeAndre Hopkins. Not even DeAndre Hopkins at, how old is he now? 32, 33. We got to see DeAndre Hopkins last night light it up with the Chiefs. Obviously, he's not that injured. He's not that over the hill. I think his lack of production recently has been more due to being a product of the Titans' offense as opposed to DeAndre Hopkins not having any gas left in the tank. I think yesterday made that clear. So if we're just going to look at big body receiver for a 5th-round pick, and you're asking me who would I choose between DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams, I'd take DeAndre Hopkins. The resume washes Mike Williams. DeAndre Hopkins' resume washes Mike Williams, and it looks like he's still better now, to be honest with you, if you're just looking at this season. Maybe Mike Williams can turn it around here with the Steelers. Maybe we're a better fit. Maybe him with the Jets, him with Rodgers just wasn't a good fit at all. But still, man. Still. I think that's my only, negative reaction to this trade. It's like, all right, we're giving up a 5th-round pick. we're going to get a big body receiver, guy that can play the outside. Could it have been DeAndre Hopkins instead of Mike Williams? Yeah, I think it could have been. I think it could have been. Wouldn't the Titans have been more apt to trade with a team not named the Chiefs if the compensation was all equal? Yeah, I would like to think so. But hey, man, I guess we can't complain too much. We ended up getting a receiver. We got a receiver. We got a guy. We got a guy that we've been interested in, dating all the way back to the offseason. Because before Mike Williams signed with the Jets, he was scheduled to come here to Pittsburgh, have a meeting with us. But yeah, he didn't leave New York without signing the contract, so he ended up there. And obviously, just not a good fit. Not a good fit. Didn't work out. They end up trading for Devontae Adams. He becomes more expendable. But that's it. Those are my initial thoughts on this Mike Williams trade. Let me know what you guys are thinking. I got no problems with it. Outside of us maybe waiting too long. If we could have got DeAndre Hopkins instead of Mike Williams, then I would have preferred that. But at the same time, I think it's a good move. Just no matter what, I think we needed to come away from this trade deadline with added receiver depth. And it's good that we actually got a guy that is competent, is a good receiver, also has the upside. So we'll see how Mike Williams works out here in Pittsburgh. We'll see how that connection works out with Russ, with Arthur Smith, and this offense. So stay chilling. I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.